We don't really know the reasons why Usyk didn't take the fight in April of, I was going to say last year, but it's this year, isn't it? It's only a few months ago of this year. I'm sure he's got his reasons, and then we found out he signed up with Skill Set Challenge, the Saudi Arabian boxing people, team of boxing people out there. So whatever his reasons are, I'm sure that it's to suit him and his family, so it is what it is. But I do believe that you can only do what you can do in this sport. If the fights are available at that time, then you take them, and if they're not available, then you can't take them.
Doesn't it seem strange that instead of choosing the top 10 guy, the guy is choosing someone who never boxed before?
Do you think he's scared?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Greedy belly, afraid.
He accepted the fight.
Umar, if he wanted to fight him, he would have fought him or found a way. It's not difficult. You just go ahead with the terms that you have. I couldn't believe Usyk accepted. You guys just skim around the issue. Usyk accepted 70-30. It was daylight robbery.
Fury, you are the same shit like Anthony Joshua. A man is a man. When you say Joshua is out, he's out. You told everyone you want to fight me. Now you are like a duck. Take the fight.
Anthony Joshua, where do we start? So the deadline was Monday. Frank Warren asked me and convinced me to let it carry on for another couple of days. Hi guys, quick one. I'm being bombarded with messages on how much am I going to pay AJ. Everyone's saying 80, 20, 70, 30, 75, 25. The actual answer is I've offered him 60, 40, 40% of this amazing fight because I want this fight to happen. He doesn't have any excuses now not to take it. He can't say I've lowballed him, offered him 20%, 30%. I've offered the people 40%, take it or leave it. Let us know.
Sky Sports Boxing would drop a video on an interview with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury would dig deeper at why the Alexander Usyk fight and Anthony Joshua fight fell through. He would also address talks about whether he would want to retire or not. But before we go any further into the video, consider subscribing for more boxing news. So I watched the entire interview, which will be linked in the description, and I have to say I agree with this comment. Watching Fury is like being cheated on 5 times and then being told it won't happen again. The interview would start off talking about his family and whether or not he would retire early or get more money, and he kind of danced around this answer, but ultimately there was one phrase that I thought should be highlighted. I don't want to get injured in the boxing ring or anything like that.
In terms of wanting to give them the best life, or does it make you consider ending your career so you can spend more time with them?
I feel like it's given me motivation in my life to earn more money and provide for them more and give them a better life. But it makes me realise that I have something after boxing, and I do have a family that love and care for me, and I don't want to get injured in the boxing ring or anything like that, so you can look at it both ways, to be fair.
Before I explain why, he would say this about potential fights with other UFC fighters.
Yeah.
Is it refreshing that an MMA star is happy to face you when other boxers wouldn't?
Yeah, there's been quite a bit of talk about fighting MMA fighters. When I boxed Dylan White back in 22 rather, he got into the ring Francis, and then since there's been talk of me fighting John Jones and people like that. So I do think it's refreshing that these guys are wanting to step up and have a challenge and fight the best in boxing. and they're coming from their background, so it would definitely be intriguing to see one of these fights happen. Definitely.
Of course he'd be intrigued. This is easy fights for him. If Derek Chisora was accurate and Tyson Fury is making $50 million to fight Francis, which is a completely one-sided fight, what do you think a fight with John Jones would rake in? It's easy money with little to no risk on Tyson Fury's part. Hence why I think the statement I pointed out at the start of the video was so prevalent. Points out that he clearly doesn't want to fight against opponents like Deontay Wilder, like Anthony Joshua, like Alexander Usyk, not because he's afraid, but because there's a high chance of walking out injured. So it's high reward but also high risk. I don't know, to me I like boxing and it's becoming more and more like WWE rather than boxing. If Tyson Fury wants to be an entertainer first before a boxer, then whatever, cool, make your money. But boxing fans want to see boxers compete for titles. We want to see fights that make history. We want to see high-level skilled boxers fight for 12 rounds and be crowned the best of the best. We don't want to see someone holding a title but not risk losing it, like Anthony Joshua did against Ruiz or Alexander Usyk, or even Deontay Wilder when he fought Tyson Fury. We want a world title fight so we can see the best of the best box. I don't care about UFC fighters fighting world champion boxers. It's completely one-sided and there's almost no risk on the boxer's side. But anyway, the interview would go on and he would say this about Alexander Usyk.
Frank Warren has said that Alexander Usyk fight isn't happening this year in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Have you lost a bit of respect for Usyk?
Lost respect for him. We don't really know the reasons why Usyk didn't take the fight in April of, I was going to say last year, but it's this year, isn't it? It's only a few months ago of this year. I'm sure he's got his reasons, and then we found out he signed up with Skill Set Challenge, the Saudi Arabian boxing people, team of boxing people out there. So whatever his reasons are, I'm sure that it's to suit him and his family, so it is what it is. But I do believe that you can only do what you can do in this sport, and if the fights are available at that time, then you take them, and if they're not available, then you can't take them. But will we fight in the future, hopefully? I'd like to. I always believed it's an easy fight.
First of all, you know the exact reason. You were squeezing all the money out of the event and leaving almost nothing for Usyk. I mean, you even got Eddie Hearn who would say this on IFL TV.
I think that's where they get the hump of it. You say he didn't want to fight him, he accepted the fight.
Umar, if he wanted to fight him, he would have fought him or found a way. It's not difficult. You just go ahead with the terms that you have. I couldn't believe Usyk accepted. You guys just skim around the issue. Usyk accepted 70-30. It was daylight robbery.
But wasn't happy with the rematch clause.
Tough shit, then give him 60-40. That's what you do, you negotiate. You don't use it as a way to get out. Like, it was unbelievable what Usyk was willing to do to take that fight. But I don't think Tyson Fury is scared of that fight. I think he thought, for as tough as that fight is, I want X amount. And they couldn't deliver it. So he went, I'm not doing a fight. And I get it, I'm not, but you can't say we did everything to make the fight. You didn't, because you didn't take the fight and it was there on a plate. You just didn't feel like the money was enough. That was the issue, and that's okay. Why don't you just say that?
Tyson Fury would continue on and talk about the Anthony Joshua matchup.
Me and Joshua would have fought each other, and he's not been wanting to take that challenge for years, so you can't force somebody into doing something, no matter how much money there is or how many belts there is, whatever there is on the line. It's just, you can't force someone to do something that they don't want to do. But unless both parties are willing, then these fights don't get made, as we've seen over the years.
Wow, Tyson Fury, you mean trying to push Anthony Joshua to fight in 4 months after coming off a split decision loss to Alexander Usyk didn't work out? I'm shocked. You put up time limits and stipulation causing rifts and not allowing the negotiations to take place. It's almost like you knew that if you tried to bully Anthony Joshua by giving him deadlines and trying to suck all the money out of the event, he wouldn't fight you. Like, almost you were hoping that might happen. It's pretty pathetic that Tyson Fury sits in that very chair and acts like a victim, with Usyk willing to take a 70-30 split and Anthony Joshua willing to do the 60-40 split after a loss to Alexander Usyk, and yet he sits there saying it's their fault that the fight never happened. Tyson Fury would continue to say that Anthony Joshua does not want to lose to his fellow countrymen.
Why do you think it won't happen? Why do you think he maybe doesn't want to?
I just think he's happy losing to people not from his country, but I don't think he wants to lose to someone from this country, no matter what money's on the line. Or maybe he does, but not right now. Maybe in the future. I don't know. We'll see. I can't look around corners, and we'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
This statement doesn't even make sense to me. He wanted to fight Dylan White, who's British, but couldn't because Dylan White was found to be taking an illegal substance. So no, I don't think Anthony Joshua is scared of that factor. To end this video, I'll leave you with a simple conclusion. I think Tyson Fury needs to fight a heavyweight contender with the title on the line or vacate the title. I also saw in the comments that a lot of people were fed up with Tyson Fury, and this is what they had to say. If you guys have something to say, make sure to comment down below. Do you think I'm wrong or right? Would really like to hear your feedback. And if you like the video, make sure to click the like button. And if you dislike the video, make sure to hit the dislike button. And as always, have a great day.